everybody.
So, today we are going to be reviewing The Flash Season 5, Episode 21.
21.
One more to go before the season ends.
We are at the finale of the season finale.
Yeah. So, this episode is called Go with Red Lightning. So, we start off with in 2049, where the countdown clock for Thawne has finally come to 0. And he is going to die, but before he dies, he gets shocked by the negative speed force one last time. Then yes, it rewinds us to 2019, the current time, and Team Flash is preparing for the final confrontation to Cicada, or like what Cisco calls She-Cada. The She-Cada. Anyway.
That's so lame of a name. I'm like, I expected so much more from you, Cisco Ramon.
Yeah, but in case they fail to stop her from unleashing her, meta-human killing poison virus. They decide to offer the cure to everyone in Central City, So Joel, Cecile...
With all the metas.
Yeah,
yes,
pretty much.
Because regular humans won't be affected by this, but anybody who is a meta will be poisoned and die. Now, this is only assuming that you are a meta because of the particle accelerator. If you're a natural meta like Caitlin, she's completely fine from this.
Yeah. So, Joel, Cecile, and Caitlin set up a shop at CCPD to, what's the word?
To
give out these shots to metahumans. So, it ends up being tons of metahumans end up at the CCPD trying to get the cure. They're fighting, and it drives Joel overwhelmed because, as you guys know, he's been on a break with his daughter, and he's finally just coming back, and it's like he's overwhelmed. He's having a tough time, and it's like driving him crazy, and he ends up like yelling at everybody to like be quiet, And Cecile talks to him and pulls him to the side and tells him that he has to remember that he's the one that everybody comes to for advice. Therefore, he can do this. He can calm down the situation and work it out. And he actually does, and he gets it control and giving it one by one to every metahuman that came and got it. So, we flash to Cicada. She's building her device, and she needs like the last couple touches to her device, and she needed this last. I don't know what she needed.
It was. It's like a generator.
Yeah.
It'll be able to process the energy that's in the dagger and connect that to the ball, essentially. And so she needed that because she has the ball, she has the dagger. Now she kind of just needs a power source. And so that was how we get into finding out about who created the technology for that.
Yeah, I don't remember who.
I don't remember who it is either exactly.
It was a friend of Cisco. College.
It was Cisco's roommate.
Yeah.
Back when they were both in college, and in Nora's time, this roommate of Cisco's won a Nobel Peace Prize for being able to develop this technology.
Yeah.
And so, as you guys know, because this Cicada is from the same timeline as Nora, she knows how to work with this technology and correct it. And so, the Flash team, they now know what she needs, but on their way of going, Nora wants to go.
Yeah, and then Barry doesn't let her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like before all that, like they we get a little bit of Sherlock. When he realized that Cicada is down to like her last piece to this virus, he finally goes and approach Renee and tells Renee Adler and tells her that he knows her about her metahuman powers, and she kind of didn't really want to tell him in the first place, but then they get attacked by Cicada, and he gets to witness her using her telekinesis. It says it was telekinesis power that she had.
She can control metal though.
Yeah, but it's like she can control metal and
It
stuff like
doesn't
that.
seem to be that it's. So her powers kind of acts like Magneto in X-Men.
Yeah.
She has the ability to move metallic things.
Yeah. So, he offers her the metahuman cure, but she wants to take it. She backs out at the last minute, and like he sends her to his world, his Earth, and he promised her that once he finished his job with Team Flash, he will come and find her. So that's like the end of it for Sherlock and Renee Adler. And then as Team Flash is gonna go to where this last piece of what Cicada needs is at. Barry doesn't let Nora go. Barry goes. Cicada was already there, already took the piece she needed, bombed the place. Therefore, it gets Nora to realize that she still has her psychic connection to Grace from previous episode where
Yes.
her and Barry went into their memory. So she goes and used that little thingy that Harrison Wells from Earth 2 built for Cecile to control her brain mind reading. She uses that to connect with Grace and like try to find out where Grace is actually planning on releasing this virus, and it gets really bad. Nora ends up being like going through like this anger mode, and like Red Lightning started like going everywhere in Cisco's lab and all these stuff like that.
Yeah. So because Nora has already learned how to channel and tap into the negative Speed Force, then anything that makes her mind get angry, the negative Speed Force gets activated. And so because her mind and Grace's mind are kind of connected, Grace's anger channels through Nora and causes Nora to activate the negative Speed Force. So for the members, it is very dangerous because obviously the only person who can deal with that is Barry. And she doesn't know at this point right now that the anger is not hers, it's Grace's.
Yeah, so Barry and Iris forbids her to use it, because they're trying to protect her, and a lot of arguments and stuff like that in between them. And so they eventually come to like saying that okay, she can use it, but this time with her using it to connect with Grace again, so they know where she's going to release the virus. They put her in that little thingy where they did with Reverse Flash in season 1.
Yes.
But
An upgraded
Cisco,
version.
Cisco upgraded and into like an upgraded version, and they put Nora in there so that the negative Speed Force would just be within her. And so by doing that, she has to control it, and she has to realize that the anger is not from her, the anger is from Grace. And so they find out that Grace is actually going to go release this virus at CCPD because that's where all the metahumans are at. So during all this time of Team Flash trying to catch Cicada, they didn't pay much attention. We get Ralph, who spends the entire episode thinking of the most important thing is what is Thawne up to.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously we all know that Thawne is the one that's helping Nora, find Cicada, get her, right? And, Ralph was thinking, well, if that's the case, and if Thawne's plans got plans, then there is a bigger reason why Thawne is having Nora chase Cicada.
Yeah.
And he believes that Thawne is actually the mastermind behind everything.
Yeah. Because, throughout the episode, Ralph, unfolds with his new knowledge of the time traveling and, the current situation, and realizing that, stuff that the Cicada has now doesn't really make sense to, Ralph. Sorry, we have Gardner working, and they're right here. So, with back at it with Ralph, thinking of that, what is Thawne up to, and what is it doesn't make sense of the situation with the Cicada now and Grace and everything, and everybody ignoring him. They end up at CCPD fighting Cicada, and as Cisco is trying to disable the device before the virus released. They use Nora's like technology from the future to disable it, and just then when they were able to destroy it from being released and like attacking Grace and getting the dagger, and they're about to use the mirror gun to shoot it, it clicks to Ralph.
Boom! Ralph.
Grace never had the dagger in the first place.
Yes, Ralph realized if Grace had this cicada dagger, she would not need to come back in time, because she would just continue her uncle's legacy. But instead, she comes back in time with 2 daggers that she made. She's a meta-human. She's not a human using meta tech. Now, not only that, she needs the dagger.
Yeah. So basically, Grace's power, the power, she has it in her. The dagger just generates it to one point and it's stronger. So she just needs that dagger. That's the reason why she came back, because she didn't have it in the future.
Yes. I mean, she even dropped a very obvious line, right? When they beat her up and she gets up and she's like, I never needed the dagger to beat you guys in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, she gets up and then she like shoots Barry with her power.
I know.
And so that was like the key point, was that unlike Orlin, who's her uncle, Orlin is clearly using the dagger as his meta tech. He doesn't have powers. Like Orlin without the dagger is powerless.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Grace is an actual meta now, because the shard, a tiny little shard, went into her mind. And so because of that, she's an actual meta.
Yeah. And then, when Ralph is about to stop them with the mirror gun and everything like that, we see in 2049 that the dagger is on the chest of Dawn.
Yes.
And he's been having it charged by the negative speed force all these time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, the episode ends with us as Cisco throws the dagger to Barry and he shoots it with the mirror gun, and Ralph goes, stop!
No!
It ends. The episode ends there, so.
Ralph's gonna stretch his arm and catch it and block it. Now Barry's gonna shoot it, and then Barry's gonna run and block the dagger.
No, I have a feeling Nora's gonna come and go to it. Yeah, but that ends episode 21 for us, and we get the next episode titled Legacy, and it is Barry faced off with his oldest nemesis, Dawn, the Reverse Flash. Nemesis? Anemone. Anemone.
Oh. It's not an enemy.
Oh, that's
it's
Nemo.
Not Nemesis. It's Nemesis.
Nemesis. So you guys see why I have very bad pronunciation. Look what I just did. I turned into Nemo. Anemone.
You did.
Anyways, Reverse Flash returns back and fights off with Barry Allen.
Yes, so we do believe that what Thawne has been doing is since he's had that dagger strapped to his chest, when he's been getting shocked with negative speed force, that dagger has been just collecting it. He actually hasn't been getting hurt, because as you guys know, that dagger has the ability to repel energies and absorb it. So if you use it correctly, you can repel and then use it to absorb. And so Dawn has already figured that out and has used it to absorb the negative speed force they've been shooting him with. Now, we also believe that this is how Dawn's going to break out of prison, because the prisoner guys don't know that. They were surprised when they took it off and he had that on his chest.
I don't think they saw. The guy just took it off and walked away. Wow. They turned him away.
That's true. Yeah. But I think they will be surprised.
Yeah, when they see it.
Yeah, because he's just going to use it to escape. So it also does show that Grace still beats them up. She decided that, well, since you guys stopped my plan, I'm going to kill you guys right here, right now. So we do get that. So this is going to be a big finale battle between really the Flash team, Cicada,
and Reverse Flash.
And the Reverse Flash. So this is it. This is gonna be it.
This This is all we've been waiting for. So, let's see. They catch Cicada. They put it into it. Because, in Flash Museum, they never catch Cicada. Reverse Flash comes back. And, we'll see what sets us up for the next season. But, this season's spoiler picture, Barry's like holding Reverse Flash up against the wall and be like, "You."
I should face kill you right now. But I'm not gonna do it because I'm a good guy.
Yeah. So yeah, but that ends it for this review. One more episode and the season ends, and we go on a long break before it comes back. So we will see you guys in the last episode for this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll review that, and the next one we'll review it. We'll put in our thoughts and like everything of overall. So stay tuned in for that, and we will see you guys next week.
See you guys.